Are you recording this so we can
I'm
see?
recording this.
Okay, thank you.
So we open StatCrunch. You go to statcrunch.com and you log in using your MyMathLab or MyStatLab credentials. And here we are. Now we need to upload the data set and save it in StatCrunch. So you go to data, load from file on my computer. And then you hit browse right here. Okay, let's see. I have my file somewhere. I think let me see which one. Winter 2000. Yeah, probably this one right here. So open. And then drag it all the way down and upload. Yeah, that's the one. So this is the first city, and these are the wages, the salaries. This is the second cities, and these are the wages and the positions. This is the department, guys, and this is the position inside this department, and these are the salaries. Now, look what you're gonna do in order not to lose this data. You go to data now, save, and if you call it project 1 data, if you like. And here you go, save. Okay. Now let's say something happened, guys, and you had to log out. No problem. You go back later in the day, sign in. I'm going to show you that you don't have to do this anymore. Watch. Sign in. My data, click on my data. You already have it there, and here you go. It's right there. Oh, we did it on March. We did that probably on March 8th. So just click on project 1 data, and then should give you the data set. There you go. These are the data values. And now let's go to the project and show you. Well, I very much know just what the questions are. I'm asking you to do a histogram for the wages in Bell City. Okay, what I said you do, you have to go to the applets. You have to go to what is histogram with the sliders. Just follow my directions, guys. Select the column. See, it did only show you 2 columns because these are the only ones that have 2 numbers. So it didn't show you the ones that have qualitative data. We need this one, and then hit compute. You want to put a title. That will be nice if I ask you to put a title. Compute. And then I ask you to change the bin width, which is the class width, to a certain number, guys. Make sure to follow what I said. Probably 25,000, something like that. And guys, I'm asking you, I want this graph to put it into your Word document as a part of the answer. And how to copy and paste this graph is options. If you go to options here, okay, copy, let's see what it says, and then paste. Oh, it says right-click the image. So we're gonna right-click and copy image. And then you go to a Word document and paste it. So that's how you copy it. And then you have to make an observation. Is this a skewed right or a skewed left or a symmetric distribution? Please don't answer. I can tell you it's not symmetric. You can see there is a tail toward the right. So that means there are extreme values in here. And that's what I'm asking you. And probably I did ask you also to do a histogram for the Doherty city wages. You do the same thing, just for that one. And make sure to follow the slider instruction of what I ask you. If I ask you to the bin width to be 25,000 or 50,000, just follow the direction. You can see here. You can see that this curve can never be symmetric. It's always skewed, and then you decide to which side. Okay, so that's one of the questions, guys. The second question was very easy one. Let me just remove this. Find the mean and the standard deviation of the wages in each city. So here's how you do it. We've done it in chapter 2. You go to summary statistics, columns, and I think I asked you for the interquartile range. You can do them at the same time together, guys. Look, hit the control. But if he's asking you separate questions, do them separately. Now we need the mean, hit the control key, and then the standard deviation, and probably anything else I ask for. I'm not sure. Or you can do them all if you want. Control plus. So let me just do them all. So mean, standard deviation. I don't know why this is doing that. Just 1 second. Bring it back to 100%. All right. And compute. There you go, guys. You get the mean average salary, the average salary in the city of Bell with the standard deviation. If he wants the interquartile range, then you need the Q3 and the Q1, and we can get that. Let me just show you how you can get all of them. So one more time, summary statistics, columns. Let me do the second city now. Just compute. Look, guys, you get all of them. Mean, standard deviation, Q1, Q3. If he wants the interquartile range, guys, you have to subtract Q1 from Q3 because IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So that's one of the questions. There is one question for this first city, and then same question for the second city. Then I asked you to do a box plot for both cities together. Let me show you how to do them together. You go to graph, box plot, and to select the two variables together, guys, you must press the control key and select. So what I did, I pressed the control key on my keyboard and then select both of them. And you're used to having a box plots horizontal, so I'm just gonna do it horizontally. And that's what you should see, guys. These are the box plots.
How would you explain it?
They explain it if it's not symmetric, or you see if there are extreme. Do you notice extreme values, guys, here on the side? And you notice that there is a longer tail to the right. That should be an explanation for you why this data is skewed. It's not symmetric. When data is symmetric, guys, it should look like this. Let me just annotate here. I hope this is symmetric. You can see the median rise in the middle. Both tails are the same. As you learned in math, guys, when there is a longer tail toward the right, it's a skewed right distribution. Longer tail toward the left, it's a skewed left distribution. So that's how you can explain that. And did you guys notice that the median in the city of Bell is larger than the median in the other city, the median income? You notice, look, this is the median right here. And look at the median there. You're trying to verify whether the city of Bell have corrupt, not just officials or not. And you're going to conclude that it is the case, actually. And again, to copy this, guys, let me show you. You try options. Okay, you're trying to copy it. And right-click the image and then Control-C. So we right-click and then copy image, and then you go to Word document and Control-V. So Control-C and Control-V should take care of this, guys. What other question? Let me tell you what other questions we have now. This is pretty much it. There's a question to convert couple values to z-scores. And I gave you the formula to do that. But there is one other question. Let me talk about it now. So let me just clear this. Okay. I'm asking you to compare salaries by positions. So if we go to summary statistics, columns, and wages, and we're gonna group by position. Watch, guys, see what happens. And we just want the mean. I only want the mean, so I'm gonna make it easy here. So rather than finding the average of all the salaries in the city, we're gonna find the average by position. Compute. Okay. Here I ask you not, you don't need, I didn't ask you to copy this and paste it into your Word document. On average, an account clerk makes 47,587. Assistant city manager makes 562,538. This is where you're going to get suspicious about the salaries. Chief of police makes 185,000. City managers makes 1,171,000, etc. So this is how you do by position. And then you're going to go and do it for the other city. Let me show you guys. You go to stat, summary statistics, columns. This is the other city, and group by position. Not position bell, position the other city. And we just want the mean. There you go. Did you see what the city manager makes here, guys? 215,000. What was the salary of the city manager in Bell City? Do you still remember?
$1 million.
Yeah. So that's what you do, and then you will make your comparison. You know, just that's how you do it. And I'm asking you a few questions there.
When it says for public employees, there isn't one that specifically says that.
There's a question about public employees. Oh, these are all public employees.
So you have to just add them all up.
No. I just said by position. Let me check the question, actually. Just 1 second. Stop sharing, and then we'll share again. There you go. You guys can see the Word document now?
Yeah.
Okay. So histogram, we did it. Find the mean in each. Can you tell? Okay, that's a question from the histograms. Side-by-side box plot, we did it. Find the mean, median, and standard deviation for the salaries, we did it, guys. Find the mean, median, and standard deviation of the salaries, we did it. Compare the mean salaries. Which one is higher, larger? Just comparing means which one is larger or smaller. So that should be an easy question. And if it is too large, make some observation, guys. Like if you both work as engineers at a company, mechanical engineers, one makes 100,000 a year and one makes, 700,000 a year. Doesn't that, guys, get you suspicious about what's going on? Why this person, I mean, even if this person has seniority, but seniority doesn't mean that he'll be making 6 times as much as you do. Compare the mean salaries of Bell and Doherty public employees by position titles. What do you notice? So here's what I like you to do here. You do it, but you do the grouping by position just like I did, and pick some positions like clerks and tell me if the clerks in each city make the same, or the one city they make more than the others. Pick police officers, pick any position, guys, and compare it, just in both cities, and tell me, just write your own observations. And I did put some instruction what to do here. Do police officers on average get paid well in the city of Bell? Well, there is a position of a police officer. See what the average salary is. They will be paid well if their average salary is more than the overall average salary in the city. And just see what they make and tell me, guys, if you think they're getting paid well. And when police officers are getting paid very well in the city, that tells you probably they're paying well to keep quiet, just about what they're doing. So this is a real story, a real case, guys, that happened in California in 2011. Compare the average salaries of a city council members in both cities. What do you notice? And I'll take you back to this and show you how to find those numbers. And now look for city manager salaries in each city and change those salaries to standardized Z-scores. So you take the city manager salary minus the mean from the city. So let's say you want to do the Z-score, the city manager salary in Bell. You find his salary, you subtract it from the mean in Bell and divide by the standard deviation in Bell to get the Z-score. And then answer the last three questions, guys, in there. Take you back. Let me just go back to statcrunch. Open statcrunch. Okay, data. No, we're not gonna load it from my computer. I already have it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna upload it again just to show you guys how to do this one more time. So browse. You should have the data already there. The data set saved from my email, upload. Here you go. And again, guys, to view average salaries by position, when you do here summary statistics columns and choose, like, say, the Bell wages is going to give you the overall average in the entire city. But if you want to do it by position, here's how you do it by position. Wages in city of Bell, mean, but look, group by position. And that's going to be nice here. Okay. So let me show you how to read this. City manager on average makes 1,171,423. That's a number that you're going to need. That's the number. Council. That's the average salary of a council. Officers, police officer. There you go. It's right here. 90,889. This is where you find the average of a police officer right there. And when you do it for the second city, guys, you do the same thing. Stat, summary statistics, columns. This is the second city. Group by position 2. Well, I made it position and I put the city name so you won't get confused here. And compute. Oops, we did everything. I only need the mean. But anyway, I'm going to look at this. City manager here makes 215,000 on average. So you can compare, just the two averages. There you go, right here. Council members makes 13,352. And I think, guys, you notice how much a council member make in the first city. That should give you, get you suspicious about the salaries there. Okay. But for those questions where I ask you to do by position, you don't need, to copy and paste the table because it's large. Just get the information. Like I'm asking you to compare council members. You tell me in Bell City, they make such and such. In this city, they make such and such, and just make a comparison. between the two. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Just follow the direction, answer the questions, put them all in a Word document, save it as a doc file or a PDF file, and submit it by Sunday of this week. All right. Stop share.